Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. So today we are going to start chapter number 2, nutrition in animals. We already finished chapter number 1 where we have already learnt about nutrition in plants, right? So let's begin. So as we have learnt about the food and its components, okay, we are getting the nutrition from the food, but we also already learnt about the food components. Which are those? So here you have to write the components. Okay, you have studied in class 6 that food consists of many components. So try to recall and list them out. Okay, so what is the components are there? So components are which giving the nutrients. After eating the food, what you feel? You feel like energetic, right? So animal also needs nutrition for their requirement, for their body requirement. Okay, so here in this lesson we are going to understand about their requirement of nutrients, then mode of intake of food and its utilization in the body, right? So now first of all let me give you one example. If I give you apple, can you eat that apple at one time, in a one time? No, you have to make it a pieces, or you have to cut in a pieces, or you have to take a bites. So food is in a complex form and we have to make it in a simple form. So when the components of food such as carbohydrates are in complex substances, we have to make them in a simpler form for our utilization, so they can be break down into simpler forms or simple substances. So the breakdown of complex substances into simple form is called digestion. Here you can see the diagram also they have given. Just a minute. Here you can see this is a complex form. Okay, just a minute. Okay, this is a complex form of the food. Okay, and this is a simple form of a food. So for example, here is one apple is there, okay, in a whole form. This is apple, but we have to make it a pieces to be get digested. So we are making it in a complex form of an apple. We are making in a pieces that is in a simple form that called a digestion. Okay, whatever you are eating, you have to make it a pieces, right? You cannot swallow like that only, right? So that the process of digestion. Here is the definition. So you can underline this. The breakdown of complex components of food into simple substances is called digestion. Okay, this will come in your exam. Now different ways of taking food. Okay, different ways of taking food are there. So the mode of taking food into the body varies in different organisms, right? Human eats by their mouth. Oh, every animal eats their mouth only, but the way is different. Now bees and hummingbirds suck the nectar of plants. Yes, they are not eating, they are just sucking, right? They are not biting that nectar, they are just sucking. Means that is in a liquid form, right? So what are the examples? Bees and hummingbirds suck their nectar. Nectar is a food of them, right? Food they are using. And infants of human and many other animals feed on mother's milk, right? At infant, when it is in a 0 to 0 to 2 months, 2 or 6 months, yeah. But the infant is not able to eat like us, right? So that time what they do, they just feed on their mother's milk. So snakes like python swallow the animals they prey upon. Yes, python swallow the prey of it. Then some aquatic animals filter tiny food particles. What they do, they filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed upon them. So here are the different ways of taking food. So after this, we are getting one activity here. In this activity, what is the type of food is given, and also the mode of feeding of the following animals is also given. See, kind of food, mode of feeding, and also given the names of animals, how they are eating, what is the food of them, and how they are eating. You have to finish this table, right? So also they have given the keywords to use. Scraping, chewing, siphoning, capturing and swallowing, sponging and sucking. Okay, so make that table. You can also complete it by pausing this video, right? So we have one here amazing fact. Starfish feeds on animals covered by hard shells of calcium carbonate. Okay, the food of starfish is shells. After opening the shell, the starfish pops out its stomach through its mouth to eat the soft animal inside the shell. Means here is the mouth of the starfish. Here. Okay, the starfish pops out its stomach through its mouth to eat the soft animal inside the shell. The stomach then goes back into the body and the food is slowly digested. So easily we are not able to see his mouth, right? Now let's understand, which is very important topic from this lesson. Okay, carefully understood this part of the lesson. From this part you are getting so many questions from our exam. Now digestion in humans, we take food through mouth. This is the first organ in the digestive system, okay, where we digest and utilize it. The unused parts of the food are defeated. Okay, they are defecated. Have you ever wondered that what happens to the food inside the body? Yes, have you ever wondered? Have you thought about what happens inside the body when you are eating? Okay, so let's understand the process. The food passes through continuous canal. The food passes continuous canal which begins at buccal cavity. Okay, here you are eating, suppose you are eating something here. Okay, and this will pass to the buccal cavity. Okay, this is this is your buccal cavity here. Then it is, you can see the salivary glands are located. Then the food goes down down down. Let's understand one by one the organs. Okay, so first of all, what they have given, the food passes through a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity and ends at the anus. Here, this is the end point. Okay, now let's understand the various organs involved in the digestive system. So it starts from the buccal cavity, that is the first one. Here, this is your first one. Then second one will, what is the second one? Food pipe or esophagus. This one is the second, esophagus or food pipe, right? Next, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. So third organ is the stomach. Okay, small intestine, this one is the fourth one, and large intestine, that is the fifth one, right? Now large intestine ending in the rectum and the anus. Okay, where it is going, just our see it is going like this, and this is your rectum. Okay, which is sixth number, and this is the seventh number, that is your anus, right? So is it not a very long path? Yes, it is very long. These parts together form the alimentary canal or digestive tract. This togetherly, I have given the numberings to every organ. So from 1 to 7 are called as alimentary canal or digestive tract. Now the food components gradually means slowly, okay, get digested as food travels through the various compartments. The inner walls of the stomach and the small intestine and the various glands associated with the canal, such as here the first one I have showed you, that is salivary gland. I'm writing here A. And the liver, the second one, the liver, where it is here, this is the liver. Okay, and then next one is the pancreas. Okay, this is okay, we will show as a C. Okay, these are the secret digestive juices which help in digestion. So the digestive juices convert, I just told you we have to convert our complex food into small simple form, right? So these juices are helping that food becomes from the complex to the simple, the substances, food into simpler ones. The digestive tract and the associated glands together constitute the digestive system. Only the digestive organs togetherly called alimentary canal or digestive tract, but togetherly with the glands we say digestive system. Okay, now let us know what happens to the food in different parts of the digestive tract. So first of all, we have here mouth and the buccal cavity. So food is taken into the body through the mouth, right? The process of taking food into mouth, it is mouth into the body, is called ingestion. Whatever it is called ingestion. In means inside. Okay, and you are taking inside your body, that's why it is called ingestion. Now we chew the food with the teeth. So first of all, let's understand the arrangement of teeth. Okay, before that, just a little bit of history of the teeth, right? We need to understand. Now we know that when we are in the childhood our mother says we you are having milk teeth, and then afterwards you will get a permanent teeth, right? So after some years, maybe after 6 to 7 years, okay, your milk teeth will be fallen. So the first set of the teeth grows during the infancy and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8. Yes, these are the termed as milk teeth, okay. And the second set replaces them are the called the permanent teeth. The permanent teeth may last throughout life or fall off during old age or due to some dental diseases like cavities, okay. Because of the cavities they can fall before your old age only, right? So here are the arrangement of the teeth, you can see here, okay. First of all, these are the front one, don't be get confused, and this is the last ones, okay. So the front four teeth are called, okay, front four teeth are called incisor, okay, incisor, it is written here incisor. Then after that, okay, after just next to that incisor, the first from the right and the first from the left, okay, these are called canines and also known as vampire teeth, okay. So these are called canines. Then after the canines you are having a two pairs of premolar, these are the premolars. And here these three teeth are called molars. Means it starts from incisor, canine, premolar, molar. Okay, this is the arrangement of your teeth. Right. So we eat our food with these teeth and break it down mechanically into small pieces. So each tooth is rooted in a separate socket in the gums. Okay, so our teeth vary in appearance and perform very different functions, right? According to they are given different name, that's why they have given the names. So we use, okay, normally we use incisor for cutting any, means front side, right? For example, if you want to eat fruits, so you are using the incisor most of the time, right? So according to their functions they have given the names. Now we have one more activity here. What you have to do? Yes, you have to check out. Same. They have given the example. Wash your hands. Look into the mirror and count your teeth. Use your index finger to feel the teeth. How many kinds of teeth could you find? Take a piece of an apple or bread and eat it. Which teeth do you use for biting and cutting? Yes, we are using the incisor teeth. And which ones for piercing and tearing? We are using canines. Also find out the ones that are used for chewing and grinding. We are using molars and premolars, right? So you can uh, record your observation here also, right? I already told what is it. Next, so our mouth has the salivary glands which secrete saliva. Okay, our mouth is having salivary glands which secrete saliva. That is the wetness is always you feel in your mouth, that is your saliva only. Okay, so do you know the action of saliva on food? Let us find out. So just imagine you have two test tubes, okay. This is the first A1 and this is second one is the B1. So in A1 they have put on that boiled rice, water and iodine, okay. Then next chewed rice, water and iodine solution, same. So what is the difference here? Okay, so add 2 to 3 ml of water in the both test tubes. That is everything is done. Now why is there change in color in the test tubes? Okay, so the result will be become result will become the saliva breaks down the starch into sugar, okay. So you can see the changes in the color here, the color is different and here the color is different. So the tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity, right? So it is free at the front and can be moved in all directions. Even when you are talking also your tongue is involved in that. So do you know the functions of the tongue? We use our tongue for talking. Besides, it mixes saliva with the food during chewing and help in swallowing the food. We also taste food with our tongue. It has taste buds that detect different tastes of food. We can find out, okay, how we find out about the teeth. We can find out here also the regions of the tongue for different tastes. So here, just a minute. Hmm. These are the regions of the tongue, different regions. Here is you feel different taste. Here also you feel the same taste. Here and here and here. This is the front part of the tongue. Okay. So before going forward, let's understand about sweets and tooth decay. I just told you that your permanent teeth can be fall before your old age. Normally bacteria are present in our mouth already all the time, but they are not harmful to us. However, if we do not clean our teeth and mouth after eating, many harmful bacteria also begin to live and grow in it. So these bacteria break down the sugars present from the leftover food and release acids. So we will understand this about acids in chapter number 4. So the acids gradually damage the teeth. Okay, and this is called tooth decay. Okay, this is called tooth decay. Just imagine here the sugar is remaining and this sugar is decaying, going, and it is this is a final product of, okay, because of these harmful bacteria. If it is not treated in time, it causes severe toothache, and you will feel more pain about where while eating chocolates, sweets, okay, anything you are eating. See, so because of these, you are getting the toothache, and in extreme cases, we have to lose the tooth also. So, chocolate, sweets, soft drinks, and other sugar products are the major culprits of the tooth decay. That's why we have to avoid them. Therefore, one should clean the teeth with a brush or datun and dental floss, a special strong thread which is moved between two teeth to take out trapped food particles. You will get this from the medical shops at least twice a day, and rinse the mouth after every meal. That's why we have to rinse the mouth. Also, one should not put dirty fingers or any unwanted objects in the mouth. Okay, so we have to take a precaution for this. And sometimes when you eat in hurry also, talk or laugh while eating, you may cough or get hiccups or a choking sensation. So this happens when food particles enter the windpipe. Windpipe is the different pipe, or you can just you just say a tube which where we are using for the respiration, which is connected to the lungs. So the windpipe carries air from the nostrils to the lungs. I'll show you in the diagram, just a minute. Okay, so this is our esophagus. So just behind it you are having a windpipe which is connected to here the lungs. Okay, lungs are there and here is the heart. Okay, so like that. So now for that purpose we have to eat in slow speed. So it runs at adjacent to the food pipe only, that is the esophagus, but inside the throat air and food share a common passage. Then how is food prevented from entering the windpipe? So during the act of swallowing, the flap like wall closes the passage of the windpipe and guides the food into the food pipe. If by chance food particles enter the windpipe, we feel choked, get hiccups or cough. Sometimes we eat in a hurry. If you want to go somewhere, if you had to go somewhere, then you are eating in hurry, and then you will get hiccups. So because of this only, the food particles, if food particle enters in the windpipe, so obviously you will get the hiccups. So we have to eat in a slowly and by sitting comfortably. Okay, that's the precaution for that. So we have here the activity for this position of test bar. By the following activity you will understand. Okay, so you just read it, but we are going to start with the food pipe and esophagus. Now the swallowed food, what will happen after that, right? The swallowed food passes into the food pipe or esophagus, right? The food pipe runs along the neck. The food pipe runs along the neck and the chest. The food is pushed down by movement of the wall of the food pipe. Actually, this movement takes place throughout the alimentary canal and pushes the food downwards. Right. At times, the food is not accepted by our stomach, and it is omitted out. Sometimes, if you eat more, okay, if you are doing overeating, that time also you feel omitting, and you have to omit the food. Recall the instances when you omitted after eating and think of the reason for it. Yes, it is maybe either it is a reason of overeating or just because of any like issue with the food only. So you can discuss with your parents and even teachers, right? So now let's understand about the stomach. The stomach is a thick walled bag. You can see the picture. This is a thick walled bag, right? It is a bag. Now, and it is having a shape that is a flattened J, like this. It is having a shape like a flattened J, and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. You have to underline this. This is the widest part of the alimentary canal. It receives food from the food pipe at one end and opens into the small intestine at the other. Let me show you the picture again. See, here your stomach is starting. This is the first opening and the second opening, right? Next. The inner lining of the stomach secrete mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juices. Okay, the mucus protects the lining of the stomach. It always keeps it moist. The acid kills the many bacteria that enter along with the food and makes the medium in the stomach acidic and helps the digestive juices to act. The digestive juices breaks down the proteins into simpler form. This is the use of digestive juices. Now let's understand the small intestine, the function of small intestine, what it does. The small intestine is highly coiled. Coiled means spiral like this. Okay, and is about 7.5 meter long. That is, as it has the name small intestine, but it is in a large, okay, in a longer, having the long size. It receives the secretion from the liver and the pancreas. Besides, it will also secrete juices. The liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. Okay, it is situated in the upper part of the abdomen. Abdomen is just before the stomach on the right side, and it is the largest gland in the body. Remember, liver is the largest gland in the body, and it is largest gland in the body as it secretes bile juices that is stored in a sac called gallbladder. Okay, I'll show you where it is: the liver, gallbladder. Just a minute. So liver is here, and what is its secrets? Bile juices, which is stored in a gallbladder. This is a gallbladder. Okay, let's move ahead. So the bile plays an important role in the digestion of fats. That's why our liver should be all the time healthy. The pancreas is a large cream colored gland located just below the stomach. The pancreas juices acts on carbohydrates, fats, proteins, and some changes them into simpler forms. That's why all the digestive juices are important. So now here we have one information about the one incident. Okay. So the working of stomach was discovered. The working of the stomach, how stomach works, was discovered by strange accident. In 1822, and a man named Alexis St. Martin, you can just say Saint Martin, was badly hit by a gunshot here. The bullet had seriously damaged the chest wall and made a hole in his stomach. He was brought to an American army doctor, William Beaumont. The doctor saved the patient, but he could not close the hole properly, and he left it bandaged. Bowman took it as a great opportunity to see the inside of the stomach through the hole. He made some wonderful observation. Bowman found that the stomach was churning food. Churning means making in a smaller pieces. Its wall secreted a fluid which could digest the food. He also observed that the end of the stomach opens into intestine only after the digestion of the food inside the stomach is completed. Just imagine, after the digestion only the stomach, the small intestine opening is opening. Okay, it opens into the intestine only after the end of the stomach. Okay, right. Now the partly digested food, now what will go where it will go, right? The partly digested food now reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where the intestinal juices completes the digestion of all components of the food. The carbohydrate gets the broken into small or simple form, that is sugar such as glucose, fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids. So now how it happens? Absorption in the small intestine. So remember, your nutrients are getting absorbed in the small intestine. The digestive food can now pass into the blood vessels in the wall of intestine. This process is called absorption. The inner walls of the small intestine have thousands finger-like outgrowths. These are called villi. Okay, singular means in single form we will say villus. Can you guess what the role of this villi? The villi or villi increase the surface area of the absorption of the digestive food. Each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels close to the surface. The surface of the villi absorbs the digestive food materials. The absorbed material substances are transported via means through the blood vessels to different organs of the body where they are used to build complex substances such as proteins required by the body, right? This is called assimilation. In the cells, glucose breaks down with the help of oxygen into carbon dioxide and water. Glucose means whatever we are eating, that is in the form of glucose, either it is in glucose or fatty acids or in the form of proteins, right? And energy is released. The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters into the large intestine. So here start with the next part. So large intestine is a wider and shorter, as it having the name large, but it is only wider, not in a larger. So that's why it is called large intestine, but it is shorter than a small intestine. It is about only 1.5 meter, but small intestine is in having this size that is 7.5 meter in length. Its function is to absorb water and some salts from the undigested food material. The remaining waste passes into the rectum and remains there semi-solid fecuses. Okay, the fecal matter is removed through the anus from the time to time, and this is called egestion. This is called egestion. So, in this way, digestion happens in humans. Okay, let's continue about digestion in grass eating animals. So, have you observed cows, buffaloes, and other grass eating animals chewing continuously even when they are not eating? Yes. So, that is called rumen. Actually, they quickly swallow the grass and store it in a part of the stomach called rumen, and here the food gets where it is partially digested and it is called curd, but later the curd returns to the mouth in small lumps and the animal chews, and this process is called rumination. This process is called rumination, and these animals are called ruminants. Okay, I'm repeating again. What is the rumination? When these grass eating animals are eating grass, they are not eating at that time only, they are just swallowing the grass quickly and they are just storing in the inside their stomach in a, and there is a part of in their stomach that is called rumen, right? And here the food gets partially digested, not totally, partially means half, and it is called curd, but later the curd returns to the mouth again and in a small lumps and the animal chews it. This process is called rumination. That's why you see that all the time these animals are always chewing something in their mouth, and such type of animals are called ruminants. So the grass, why it is happening, right? The grass is rich in cellulose. Okay, the grass is rich in cellulose, a type of carbohydrate it is, and in ruminants like cattle, deer, etc., bacteria are present in rumen means it's a part of their stomach. Okay, so which helps in digestion of cellulose. Many animals including humans cannot digest cellulose. We cannot eat grass, right? We don't have such type of bacteria in our stomach. So animals like horses, rabbits, etc., have a large sac like structure called cecum, okay, between the esophagus and the small intestine. Let's understand here. See, esophagus, small intestine, and there this is a rumen. Okay, and also known as in other here this total part is their stomach, and here they having this part is called cecum, and this is their largest intestine. Okay. Huh. So now Hmm. The cellulose of the food is digested here by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in humans. So far, you have learnt about animals which possess the digestive system, but there are so many other small organisms which do not have a mouth and digestive systems are there, right? So then, how do they acquire and digest food? So in this section below, you will learn about the another interesting way of food intake. So let's understand. So you may heard about the amoeba, right? It is a microscopic single-celled organism. Okay, this is a microscopic means you cannot see by your bare eyes only. You need microscope. That's why it is called microscopic. It is single-celled because it is having a single cell only, which is found in a pond water. Amoeba has a cell membrane, a rounded, dense nucleus, and many small bubble-like vacuoles. You can see these are the vacuoles. Where it is, this one, food vacuoles. Okay, here how the food is going. Hmm. So, and in its cytoplasm, amoeba constantly changes its shape. We know it doesn't has a say any a particular shape. It always changes its shape and its position. It pushes out one or more finger-like projections called pseudopodia. These are called pseudopodia. These the projections. Okay, or false feet for movement and capture of food. Now just imagine it is moving like this. Here food is given. Okay, and it will go like this and it will swallow and then again it will eat like this and the food will go like this. They have just shown one. The food is here. Then after closing this position of the projection, then the food is going inside and again inside like that. And then after digestion, the digested waste, the waste product is coming out from the body. Now, amoeba feeds on some microscopic organisms, right? You cannot give a big size food for it because it is having a microscopic size. When it sends food, it pushes out pseudopodia around the food particle and engulfs. Engulfs means absorb it. The food becomes trapped in a food vacuole, right? So, there are some digestive juices are secreted into the food vacuole. They act on the food and break it down into simpler form. Same way happens here, but the different in a different way. Gradually, the digestive food is absorbed. The absorbed substances are used for growth, maintenance, and multiplication. Multiplication means from one amoeba, you can see many more amoebas. Okay, so the undigested residues of the food is expelled outside outside by the vacuole. So the basic process of digestion of food and release of energy is the same in all animals. Okay, it is same in all animals. In later chapter you will learn about the transport of food absorbed by the intestine to the various parts of the body. So here we will stop. So let's see some exercises. You can just read the keywords. Okay, so we have here fill in the blanks. The main steps of nutrition in human are, what is the step? Steps we have to write here. Ingestion, digestion. Last one is the egestion. Okay, last one will be egestion. Then ingestion, absorption, assimilation, right? Like that. The largest gland in the liver body largest gland in the human body is liver. The stomach releases hydrochloric acid and what? Digestive juices. The inner wall of the small intestine has many finger-like outgrowths called villi or villi. Amoeba digests its food in the food vacuole, or you just write vacuole. Okay. Now here, true or false? Digestion of starch starts in the stomach. Correct. The tongue helps in mixing food with the saliva. Correct. The gallbladder temporarily store biles. No, not temporarily. The ruminants bring back swallowed grass into their mouth and chew it for some time. Yes, sometime, not sometime, all the time. Okay, it is false also, it is true also. So we'll write here right now true. Okay, so now tick the mark for the correct answer. Fat is completely digested in the what? Where? It is digested in small intestine. Next, water from the undigested food is absorbed by large intestine. Match the columns are given. Food components, what will come? Sorry, for food component they are given and product of the digestion. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats. So carbohydrates, it will go in a means it will convert in sugar. Proteins convert in amino acids and fats convert in fatty acids and glycerol. So what are the villi? Just we have here. These are the small projections where it is gone. Huh. Inner wall of the small intestine. This is the answer only for that. Okay, they are the villi. And what is their location? Same only. The and function what? They will be absorb the food nutrients. Where is the bile? Where is the bile produced? Yes, it is in the liver. And which component of the food does it help to digest? Uh, it it digests fats. Name the type of carbohydrate that can be digested by ruminants but not by humans. Give the reason also. Yes, ruminant digests cellulose. It is a type of carbohydrates. Okay, because of the special bacteria, ruminants only can digest, not humans. Why do we get instant energy from glucose? Because it is an instant energy giver. Which part of the digestive canal is involved in? Absorption of the food, chewing of food, killing of bacteria, complete digestion of food, formation of fecuses. Here it will go large intestine, and then complete digestion, small intestine, complete digestion of food. Stomach will come, stomach. Killing of bacteria, even it is in stomach, even also in small intestine. Chewing of food, mouth. Absorption of food, small intestine. Okay, so write one similarity and one difference between nutrition in amoeba and human beings. You can just write, okay, amoeba has vacuoles but not humans. But we have to write it one similarity. It is about the it is about the digestion of the food. Waste product is already given out from the body, same like human. Now match the columns: salivary gland, stomach, liver, rectum, small intestine, large intestine. And bile juices secretion, storage of undigested food, saliva secretion, acid release, digestion is completed, absorption of water, release of feces. So large intestine, we will see here absorption of water. Then small intestine, digestion is complete. Just a minute. Hmm. First of all, we will see about liver. So we'll find out the correct option for us. Salivary gland, saliva secretion. Then small intestine, rectum, release of feces. Yes. What is remaining? Stomach and small intestine, and storage of undigested food. Storage of undigested food. Okay. So for release of feces, the anus will become. So for rectum, storage of undigested food will come. Okay, not this. And they are just given further confusion. Now small intestine. Stomach is acid release and small intestine digestion is completed. Yes, correct. So here in this way we have finished. Yes, we have one more question. Table and diagram. Label this diagram of the digestive system. Okay, can we survive only on raw leafy vegetables or grass? Yes, not on the grass actually, but yes, we can survive, but it is depend on the again the which type of food you are eating, right? So here in this way we have finished with the exercises also. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.